we really weren't planning on going fishing. We just wanted to go hang out at the Orange Beach fishing pier that goes out into the Gulf of Mexico. And it's a really cool place. We didn't even bring our poles or any of that. We just like to go walk around it, as you always see some really cool stuff. And sure enough, this was no exception, as I saw, for one, something that I've never seen before personally, and it was no shortage of just exciting, amazing things that we saw while we walked up and down the pier. Right when we got there, they had a big school of jacks come through at the end of the pier towards the deeper end, and everybody out on the end was hooking up with some, looked like 15 to 30 pound jacks. And although that's not really what they were fishing for, sometimes it was just, you know, when they're running them big jerk baits and stuff that they're using with those big wharf poles, that you know, those jacks were just eating it up. But from what it looked like to me, that was like the prize targeted fish. While from the guys fishing out there, it looked like it was tarpon, because I saw one roll and I had to wipe my eyes, kind of like, what, did I really just see a tarpon? And about 15 minutes later, sure enough, one of the guys fishing on the pier hooked into a tarpon. Best guess, because I didn't get that great of looks at it, and I'm 30 feet in the air. I'm gonna say it was low end 80 pounder up to about 150, 200 pounder. I mean, it was a big 5 to 6, 7 foot fish. I mean, it was very big. And just the jumps that the guy got out of that fish, and us being able to see that, which it was the first time I've personally ever seen a tarpon hooked and come jumping and screaming out the water. It was an incredible sight to see. Unfortunately, the guy lost the fish. He had it hooked. It never came unbuttoned, but he was running out of line, and eventually the line, he had to really buckle down and tighten the drag up, because it was coming down the last couple wraps and ended up breaking the hook. So he lost the fish, but the fun part was there. We got the visual of seeing such an exciting thing. So after seeing something so exciting, we couldn't take it anymore. We're like, we got to go fishing. We ran back to the bay here where the boat was at, and we decided to go throw some top water in Big Lagoon and get our hooks wet and see if we could snag something cool, maybe a tarpon. Enjoyed that episode of DockSide TV as we went to the Orange Beach fishing pier, and then went from there after seeing a tarpon being hooked, and went back and jumped in our boat and caught a bunch of different species of fish in the salty waters of the Gulf of Mexico on the top waters. So on the way home, we decided to hit a few lights, and it was a good choice that we did, because we ended up making another DockSide TV episode that you're going to see later on in the next few weeks. So for all our other episodes, go to matrixshad.com. I hope you enjoyed this one, and be looking for the nighttime one as what we caught on the way home from Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, this is a nice one.
Don't let the porpoise eat it. That's a good one there, Papa.
Good one. Watch out, Drake, man.